in the mix. Premier Health Insurance are in the mix. Access Pension Trust, they're in the mix too. And Klenu Industries Limited are in the mix. ARB, Apex Bank, PLC, they are in the mix. Sawe, Nano and Sons Company Limited, Pivac Natural Health, Gibbs are also in the mix. National Identification Authority, IS Evolutions Consult Limited. The list goes on. Call Slevin now, if you haven't already, to sign up or send him a WhatsApp message. Okay, call Slevin or send him a WhatsApp message to sign up your company for the Joy Sports Invitational. Slevin's number, or the number to call or to WhatsApp, is this. All right, it's 0540 106 466. 0540 106 466. August 9, bring your company, bring your staff. Let's network. Let's create some team chemistry, team bonding, and what have you. Don't just keep them in the office and work them. You should be able to bring them out for a day of fun and joy. Okay, so let's do that. All right, guys, we've got about 20 minutes to the end of the show. We've been joined by David Amofa, president of a Chelsea Supporters Union or Supporters Club here in Ghana. David, welcome. You are all clad in your Chelsea.
That's right.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great, Fentuo.
You must have had a great week.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
You must have had a great week.
Wonderful week. You know, anytime Chelsea wins, you're on the right. Everything is so good. You know, even when somebody's angry, if you smile, you say you don't know what I'm feeling. Yeah.
Were you listening to the boys?
Yes.
When you were coming?
Yes, I was.
They say you people, you like say all kinds of things.
I even watched when you walked out of the stage, the studio.
That was last week.
That was last week. I was watching.
Listen now.
It's been great.
What next now?
Okay, so
but even hold on. Even before we even go into the game, I don't want to. Chelsea supporters. What is it called? Supporters Union?
Club of Ghana.
Club of Ghana.
Overall number is Chelsea Supporters Union of Ghana, where we want all the small ones to come under.
Yes.
And then we have the Supporters Club that was registered with Chelsea FC.
Okay, that's different.
Yes. It's the same.
It's the same one.
It's an umbrella.
Yeah.
But what we're trying to create is to have, we have people in other regions who, like there are groups.
Yes.
And then we want them to come under our umbrella. Yes.
What I see, I think the Liverpool ones are very organized, right? I've seen them go to Anfield a couple of times. When are we going to Stamford Bridge?
That is why I sent you a message this afternoon.
Okay.
So you need to.
We are going.
So, we should have gone long time, but there's no better time than now.
But
there's
true.
a good reason. We have another trophy to go and watch, which is the Club World Cup. That I don't think anybody has seen this trophy any part of the world.
No, it's unique.
Yes,
it's new.
So
if you say you have won some before, bring it. Let's see.
Yes.
If you say you have won the Club World Cup before, Chelsea is the first club to win the FIFA Club World Cup.
That's right.
The one you won before, no, it doesn't count.
That's
if
right.
you say you won it, bring it. Let's see if it is the same as this one with the rings and the key. Does your trophy have a key? The one you have, no. The Liverpool fans are saying they have some. Man U fans are saying does your trophy have a key?
No key. Thank you. So I would like to thank all our fans across Ghana. I would like to thank all the members of our groups on Chelsea Ghana, Chelsea Ghana Plus, Chelsea Ghana Platinum, with all the big boys over there who are watching right now. Mr. Ace Ankoma, Mr. Egbe Fable, Alex Autry, DSTV, and Mr. Adodakon, all of them online watching currently. Susu, I can mention everybody. Akoto, Charlotte, everybody, thank you for your service all these years. And Chelsea Supporters Club, have come to stay since our inception in 2012 and being recognized as the only silver category supporters club of Ghana. That was in 2014 onwards. We were the most recognized group, when it comes to, supporters of the EPL until other clubs started following suit, So now we have taken on our regalia again, as the champions, as the kings, and then we are on the right. So we are praying and we are asking everybody who is a fan everywhere, CEOs, chief executives, corporate workers, everybody, kings and queens. If you're a Chelsea fan, please.
How do they join?
That's me.
How do they join?
My Facebook is simple, David Akwesi Amufa on Facebook. Send me a message on Messenger.
And you
And
add them
then
to the WhatsApp
I'll
group.
add you to the group. And then I'll show you how you can become a true member. You need to register, you need to pay your dues on Chelsea FC. I'm not talking about local dues to Chelsea FC so that you can get your
we are
unique
all
ID
contributing
card
to the
success of the club.
Yes,
That's why
yes.
you're a supporter.
Yes.
A supporter means you support.
Yes.
Then they give you entertainment.
Interesting.
And then they give you sweetness that you can't even get from the bedroom.
No.
You can't even get that. That is too much.
Chelsea is sweet.
Very sweet. Very sweet. So all the ladies, please come. They say we are a women's club. We love it.
Somebody said.
Ladies love where they are sweet things.
Somebody said.
Yes.
Fed,
please
the reason I don't like Chelsea is the arrogance of its supporters. When I was a kid, no one mentioned Chelsea as a club until recently. Until Abramovich, Chelsea was a normal club. When did they come to the table of big clubs in terms of achievement? But the way they behave as if they are at the same level of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Liverpool, or even Barcelona in terms of achievement. Yes, they got a few trophies, but it doesn't make them at the same level of a club with rich trophy history. Their counterparts are Manchester City, Atletico Madrid, and co. They should give us a break. This is Dale in Madrid. What say you?
He has his own opinion. Like gnosis, everybody has one. So he has his own opinion. That is fine. That's great. I mean, you cannot tell when somebody decides to love somebody, when somebody decides to join a club, or when somebody decides to, make noise. So, for example, as we won this Club World Cup, unique, redefined, reimagined, reconstructed, and everything World Cup, then we should have just kept quiet and put our tail behind our backs and say, what is he saying? What did Madrid do?
They took
The
4 from
so-called
PSG.
big boys.
They
What
took
did
4
do?
from PSG.
It's over PSG. And even PSG himself, a team called Botafogo, nailed him.
Yes, one.
Yes. So world football has changed. You understand what I mean? Yes, you might have had some great trophies in the past,
You can't
which
take
I'm
that
sure
away from
has
them.
caught some cobwebs now. And now the world is digital. Now you are using iPads and iPhones and
And keys
right now
on
we are
trophies.
streaming. Joy FM is streaming online. Those times that they watch those trophies, won those trophies, there was nothing called online. So now, I mean, this is our time. They had their
David.
time, and this is our time.
Nash from the Winger says, Chelsea fan here. Never underestimate someone with a point to prove. We needed a near perfect performance to beat PSG, and we did. This is a new dawn. When Lampard came as a coach, I warned them that one MP will make fun of using the floor of Parliament, to make fun of the Man United player. Now let anybody try, and we'll see more shocks. PSG is only a warm up for the rest of the world. Interesting one. This one says, "Friend, I think, hold on. I think I think we can't debate anything as far as that final with Arsenal is concerned, and also with this PSG game. I was thinking Chelsea could only win if the game would go into extra time and probably penalty shootouts, even though I'm a Chelsea fan. However, good afternoon to Mr. Mofa, our own John Mahama, Chelsea for Premier League 25-26. This message also says, hold on. WhatsApp messages are drooling in. It's freezing my machine. 055-111-1997. Guys, calm down. This one says, Nito just says from Tema Newtown, Chelsea had belief and determination, and I wish the Black Queens the very best of luck. Good afternoon to everyone, including Danny, who were among the guys, the people against Chelsea. But Chelsea has silenced their critics. All right. Chelsea has silenced their critics. And now Chelsea is the champions of the world. Blues forever. Gabriel K. Danso, A.K. Ortega, and Dawenya also sent us that particular message. There's another one here. Good, guys, do you remember that I sent the above message last week? That's football for you. Nene, Numerates, he sent that message. And his message from last week was, let me try and find it. and read what he sent last week that he's asking us to refer to. And I think, all right, I'm struggling to get to that message, but I'll try and get it for you. Okay. This is the message you sent last week. It says, where is it? Hold on. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay, guys, as much as I don't want Chelsea to win because I'm an Arsenal fan, football doesn't follow logic. Chelsea can surprise everyone. Sometimes it's good when you are an underdog. No one believed Arsenal could beat Real Madrid in the Champions League, but we beat them home and away. That's football for you. That was his message from last week, and that played out brilliantly on Sunday. More messages here. This one says, I'm bringing garlic and beer, so keep cooking. The feast will last for a long time. Interesting message from, it said it will last a whole year. That's a message that doesn't come with a name. Next time, add your name to your message. This one also says, good afternoon to you, Fent. And the last, my question is, what is Kotoko's transfer policy? Because United's contingent must humbly ask Chelsea how they sell their French players. We need those 4 prodigal boys gone quickly. But Charlie Brentford has really finessed United pound here. I wish nothing but relegation for them. Pa from Aoshi with that particular message. I don't know which team you support. All right, this one, let me see. All right, Godwin, I'm not going to read your message. So next time, don't bother sending it. Because it is not constructive in nature. That's what we're trying to do here. This one says, Fent, next season, Gyökeres and Arsenal will destroy Chelsea home and away. Mark my words. Stanley in Achimota. Sicho, speaking about transfers, we have about 10 minutes to get through that. The reports are that United have agreed a deal, finally, for Brian Mbeumo to join the club. It's been a very long, protracted deal, but Sky Sports are reporting that it will cost £71 million. Fair deal. Someone sent a message that United have been finessed, but is that really the case? Is it overpriced?
When you've got a deal that you're going to pay in 4 installments, it adds up to the pricing. So if the selling club, in this case Brentford, were looking to recoup at a go maybe 55 million or 57 million, now if they can recoup that money at a go and the negotiations are that you're going to stagger the payment over 4 installments, then it as well adds up to the price. So I think that when you look at the totality of the deal, over 70 million with I think 6 million add-ons. So 6 million, no, so the deal is going to be 65 million with 6 million. Yes, that is even staggered. The 65 million is staggered payment, and then there will be add-ons that will be maximum 6 million. I think that it makes sense in this market for a player on the season, on the back of the season that he had with the club, scored tons of goals, and he's been a proven goal scorer. And I always knew the deal was going to happen. It was only a matter of when, and now it has happened. So the amount of money being paid, the deal to pay it over in 4 installments is good for a club like Man United, who seem to be not in necessarily the best financial place like Liverpool and other teams. It makes sense.
DK, is that the Anthony replacement finally, or what is? Where does Mbeumo come? I think I've seen a couple of people say.
What is Anthony replacement?
Hold up, I've heard.
Just want to do. Where is Anthony?
I've heard a couple of people say they don't understand why United have been like so vested in getting Mbeumo, in the amount of time that they spent pursuing this particular deal. What exactly does he bring to this team that United were so desperate to add him?
It's a system thing. Remember, Amorim has come in different system. He needs players in specific positions, players who can play a certain role. Mm-hmm. And we've seen Mbeumo in a back three at Brentford, and we've seen him thrive in especially the front, in a front two, similar to what fundamentally what Amorim wants to do. So it makes sense. And when you look at his numbers in the Premier League, he's on a very good trajectory, scoring goals, creating lots of chances, assists. And it's always good for forward players when they are given those numbers, especially forward players who want to play at top teams. So for me, he fits the profile. If you are buying a player from the Premier League, expect him to be expensive. It's normal. I don't see why we are still cracking our heads over transfer fees at this point. Like it's normal. Premier League to Premier League transfers are usually very expensive. Arsenal are buying Madueke for 50 million, and he's not a guaranteed starter. If Man United are paying 65 million for Mbeumo, who is in the top 10 forwards in the Premier League, for me, I don't see why that is a big deal. He's scoring goals in the past 2 seasons. He's been scoring, he's been creating chances, and it suits exactly what Man United want. So for me, transfer fee is not really a big deal for me. You are looking at the players Man United are or what they have in the squad, and he is an improvement on what they have in the squad. And it suits the role better than a number of players who were asked to play there since Amorim came in. So for me, I don't see what the big deal is. He's a good addition. Cunha now in Mbeumo is good for Man United, but obviously I think they need a couple more signings to be able to compete next season. Because 15th, if you want to jump from 15th to the top 4, you need to do a lot of fixing in your squad. And United I think this is just the beginning. We'll see a lot more as the transfer window goes on.
Hugo Ekitike. Actually, what's happening with Liverpool? Because at some point we thought Isak, and I've just seen a report that says that that Newcastle would do everything possible to even stop Isak from going to Liverpool, even if he desires to go to Liverpool. What has changed? I thought that it was a case of if a team like Liverpool paid the money, Newcastle will let him go, but they're clearly showing their own ambition here.
Look, the Liverpool valuation, I think the two teams are around, if what we're reading is true, £30 million apart.
That's huge.
Yeah. And this deal is not helped by the fact that they have just seen Liverpool pay £120 million for
Florian Wirtz.
Yes. And as Daniel and Sitsofe has explained, Premier League players come at a premium. So the only thing Newcastle will not be happy about is that, they are a very futuristic club. So more often than not, they would like to have the player's replacements play with that player for 1 year before they move the player on.
That's an interesting
So my
dynamic.
suspicion is that the plan was to have Ekitike and then Isak play together for a year. And then next year, they will be in the position to let Isak go. Because they know that the performance levels that we're seeing from him, and you see, it's not just the goals, the way he plays, there are very few centre forwards on the planet who play like him. So they know that there is a market that they cannot compete. And I think in making that move for Ekitike, it was the clearest indicator that they are resigned to losing him. Right? Best case scenario, they would keep him for a year. He plays together with Ekitike. Worst case scenario, they take the money from Liverpool if they pay up, and then they let him go. But now Liverpool have circumvented him, and I think Liverpool have played this beautifully in bidding for the two players at the same time, knowing that both players will choose Liverpool over Newcastle United. What I don't expect will happen is that they will sign all three forwards that they are rumored to be interested in.
I.e.
Rodrigo, Isak, and then Ekitike. Even for everything we're told that their PSR is the best in the Premier League, I don't think they have the finances to pull off that. Because then you'll be looking at, they've paid around £45 million for Frimpong, right?
Yeah.
And then £100 million. If you add the
Wirtz.
add-ons, 120 too for Florian Wirtz. Now you are talking about this young man who's going to cost minimum £65 million in Ekitike, right? And then Isak himself, £150 million. And approximately, and here's the thing, if Liverpool get Ekitike and then Isak done, Madrid are watching. If they decide to do business, the monies they paid for the players they've signed now will affect Madrid's valuation of Rodrigo. And for all intents and purposes, he's a more experienced player, more consistent at the elite level, has Champions League medals. Rodrigo's CV is one that all of these players Liverpool have signed will not match. So if indeed they are able to sign these two, which I don't think they are going to, I think at most they are going to get two of the 3 players that they are rumored for. But
That would be massive.
that would be massive. Look, I said earlier in the week that Liverpool are behaving as a club that has seen an opportunity to win the Champions League in the nearest future.
And they want
and
to do
they
it next
and
season.
they are assembling a squad, not next season, but they are assembling a squad to equip them. It may not be this season or the next. It may be in 3 years' time. But what they want to do is to leave the manager with a squad that is capable of competing.
Just a bit on the Isak and Ekitiki. I don't think Newcastle are looking at necessarily the valuation. I think 120 million pounds Newcastle would have, but Newcastle are not going to be a selling club.
They have their own
It's
ambition.
a statement for them. Look, if they allow Isak to leave now, Tonali is next, Bruno Guimaraes is next.
God, they've got talented players.
So what the posture is, you can't walk into our club and pick our best player. Liverpool, we are not going to allow you to do it. They know Isak would want to go there. The player has been fair to them. It's not shown that posture, but it's a statement for them to keep Isak. And it's a statement for them to decide that Isak, you are going to go next 2 seasons, but this season we're taking you to the Champions League. And what Liverpool did here, in my opinion, is they are telling Newcastle, and Newcastle are not looking to sell Isak before they buy Ekitiki. They want to get them both because they are replacing Callum Wilson, who's left the club, with Ekitiki, but upgrading the quality of the option to Isak.
True.
Because they're going to Champions League and they want to be competitive in the Premier League. But Liverpool are like, no, okay, you go for Ekitiki, but we are coming for Isak. But we know you will sell Isak. So in that way, now we'll go for Ekitiki. So Newcastle are like, okay, all focus on keeping Isak. You can go for Ekitiki. So in the end, Ekitiki is going to, and Liverpool have played that really well. I think it's Newcastle's posture, big boy statement, and that is why Isak is going nowhere.
Brilliant. Guys, any shouts today?
Big shouts to all Chelsea fans. Yo!
Yo. You have to play blue is the color.
Big shout to Atsu Tamakloe as well.
Yes.
Chelsea fans' newest friend. Okay, Atsu Tamakloe, please, you guys, leave him alone. Okay. All right. But anyway, that's our show for today. Brought to you by Betway. For the love of the game, get Waymer, and also by Patrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Remember that the Joy Sports Invitational is on August 9th. Sign up your company now. But big shouts to anyone and everyone that tuned in today. My name is Fentuo, Tahiru Fentuo. Up next, of course, is the BBC World Service. We're back again next Friday. Until then, take care and bye-bye.